Yeah, my season's not over, obviously. I've still got 5 events left to play. So, but yeah, I feel like the tournaments came thick and fast, and obviously with the Olympics thrown in there as well this year, it condensed everything a bit. But yeah, I think it was obviously a great season. Hopefully Scottie goes on and finishes this thing off because he deserves it after what a year that he's had. So, but yeah, it's been a long season, and I'm going to just have to think about trying to build in a few extra breaks here and there, next year and going forward, because I felt like I hit a bit of a wall, sort of post U.S. Open, and still feel a little bit of that hangover. Yeah, I think his consistency, his attitude. Feel like he just sort of brings the same demeanor to the course every single day, no matter what position in the leaderboard he is in, or he's just he's amazing to just watch. The way he manages himself around the golf course, and we'll look back on 2024, and it's obviously one of the best individual years that a player's had for a long time. 27, I'm usually sort of like a 22 sort of person. But again, that was when I was sort of in my 20s and didn't have the responsibilities that I do now. So I'm going to try to cut it back to like 18 or 20 a year going forward, I think. Golf is such a game of momentum, and when the momentum's going with you and you're making birdies and you're shooting scores in the 60s all the time, all you see are birdies and shooting scores in the 60s. So it's like I guess like a self-fulfilling sort of, thing. And then, when you get it going the wrong way in golf and you're seeing bogeys, all you see is bogeys, and you're shooting in the, 70s, and you're struggling. And so I think it's, he's at the peak of his powers. His confidence is as high as it ever has been. And, it's a pretty nice feeling to have on the golf course. I think once Ricky gave Tommy that putt on the 16th green, I started thinking about Bethpage. I think, look, the qualifying started in Europe, and, we're all trying to get points on the board early to make sure that we don't have to rely on a pick. So I think that's obviously the big thing. And I think one of the great things that we did leading up to Rome is we basically had, pretty much had the team set, a few months in advance. And, so hopefully we can do the same thing again, and know the 12 that we're bringing to New York pretty early, so we can, think about pairings, think about, all of those things that you need to, so that once we get there, we're, a few weeks out, we're prepared and everyone knows what they're doing.